What's good with y'all? You really thought I wasn't finna come back this week too? No. But what's good with y'all? Starseed Banks here, Indigo Banks here, bring y'all another video. You probably like, oh my god, what do this dude want now? He's back again. Listen, bro, you need to stop bullshitting. That risk that you wanna, or that you avoiding taking because you scared of the outcome, but you want all this success. How you wanna be a millionaire? How you wanna be an influencer? How you just wanna, how you want whatever you want, but you scared to take the risk to get to where you wanna be. You gotta take risks to evolve, bro. Like in life, a lot of people get complacent, and complacency kills. When you get complacent, you get too comfortable, and when you get too comfortable, it's like you satisfied with what you have, so you're not gonna basically work for more. So low key, this is part 2 of the manifestation video, or this just don't count. This is another video, but it's just gonna be called, if you see this, take that risk. Because bruh, let's say you want to be a millionaire, right? You really think people became millionaires off of luck? Like they wasn't taking risk out here? A risk don't gotta be something life threatening, but it could be like, on the weekends, you're not going out with your friends because you gotta tap in with yourself and you gotta put forth the steps to get to where you wanna be. No matter how big or small that step is, you're gonna do what needs to be done in order to get to where you wanna be. So look at it like this. With your manifestations, you have to take the risk because you have to get uncomfortable, because that's when you're going to thrive the most. When you're uncomfortable, you're going to start cooking. Trust. When you in the gym and you working out, your muscles are getting uncomfortable. Every single rep or every single set, you're pushing up that heavy weight, you're getting uncomfortable. And when you go back to the crib, you're going to get sore and you're getting uncomfortable even more because you're starting to build up. You're making progress when you're uncomfortable. That's literally how life is. Whatever it is you want in life, no matter how big or small the manifestation is or the goal is that you have in mind, you're going to have to get uncomfortable in some kind of way to thrive. Because if you're always comfortable, you don't have room to grow. But when you're uncomfortable, you out of your element. And when you out of your element, that shows your true character. That's going to show if you really built for your manifestation or not. Because now, you're not with what you used to. Now, you kind of thrown out in the jungle, and it's like, okay, you finna survive or you finna get your ass ate. Like, pause. You finna survive or... So, it's kind of like, when you are put in a situation that is testing you because you're uncomfortable, that's really going to show if you are ready for your manifestation or if you bullshitting. Because with manifestations, if you don't have something right now, you're not meant to have it. Everything you got right now, you meant to have it. So if you feel like, damn, why don't I have $1 million? You're not putting in the steps to get $1 million. You are not you're not carrying yourself like someone worthy of $1 million. You are not abundant enough to have $1 million. Like, you're just not putting in the work to get what you want. So you just got to do things that's going to make you uncomfortable. And that can be cutting off certain friends that's holding you back from said manifestations or goals. Or that can be like, you got to stop doing certain habits that's holding you back too. Like, for example, as a man, you need to be on semen retention. As a male, I feel like. Because you can get your goals without retention. But when you are retaining, you get this boost of energy to do what needs to be done. Like, you just got the energy to take care of what needs to be taken care of. So you're going to get it done regardless. Whether someone going to come help you or not, you're going to make sure that it gets done. And you're going to start getting more creative. And you're going to find ways to do what needs to be done. And I don't know if you can even tell. My skin low-key gas right now. But that's because I've been retaining, bro. But basically, there's many steps that you can do to kind of set you up to getting uncomfortable. But I would say, you just got to cut off certain friends. You need to be isolated. Even if your goal is as simple as self-love, right? How you going to practice self-love and falling in love with yourself, but you always got to go somewhere with somebody else, but you love yourself, huh? Or you want to love yourself, huh? Start going out little places by yourself. Go for a walk by yourself. Go to a cafe by yourself. Go to the gym by yourself. Do things alone and in isolation, because then you're going to start to really learn who you are, and you're going to fall in love with yourself, and you're going to basically start to understand you more, and you're just going to be in your own world of healing and building. Or if your goal is you want to make X amount of money, for one, you need to be grateful for the amount of money that you're making right now, because there's people in the world who are not making no money at all. So if you have something like a manifestation that you want to make money, be grateful for the money that you're making right now, and put yourself in uncomfortable situations to make more money. Like, you can't want to make money, but you're scared to invest in certain risky areas of your life. Like, I'm not saying buy some stupid shit that's not gonna make you money or that's not gonna get you wealth, but if it's kind of risky to buy something and you like, okay, if I buy it, it's gonna pay off in the long run, but it's risky right now because it got a price tag behind it. Like, that shit low-key costs some money. If you know it's gonna pay off in the long run, take that risk. Like, spend that money, because how you want to be a millionaire and you want to say that you're abundant and you got it like that, but you scared to make a risky purchase that's gonna literally multiply the money that you have. And like I said, with the self-love aspect, how you want to say you love yourself, but you don't want to do things alone, and you don't want to sit with yourself and just get to know you. Sit down, meditate, or pray, whatever you can do alone that's going to get you more connected to yourself and your idea of God. Get yourself connected with you and God and just learn more about you. You can't say you want to practice self-love, but every time you get alone, it's uncomfortable, so you got to go talk to your friends, or you got to go play the game, or you got to just go do something to take your mind off the fact that you're alone. You need to be comfortable being alone. To be honest, I'm not even a judgmental person. I don't care what the person is. As long as you got good intentions, I'm not going to judge you. So the only thing that bothers me is someone who cannot sit and just experience this. Like, you see how that silence was? In silence, I thrive. I'm perfectly okay with it being quiet because I'm okay with myself. Like, it's just me. And I feel like a lot of people, they be like, I want to heal. I want to get over my traumas. But you can't even be comfortable being by yourself. That's too big of a risk for you. You want to heal, but you can't take the risk of being isolated and being alone to really go through your traumas and to go over what made you the way you are. You can't just sit alone with yourself. You can't just sit there in silence like this. All you gotta do is close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. Do that shit 3 times. And to be honest, if you okay with that, pop you a full meditation and just go over everything. You can go over your manifestations too. You can put a list of all the risks that you feel like taking. And they don't gotta be big or life-threatening like I said. But you need to take that risk for that business, that relationship, that friendship. Any goal that you have, take that risk. Don't be scared to do what you need to do to get to where you want to be. You got to do it. Nobody else is going to do it for you. You can be as comfortable as you want, but that shit is not going to get done. Take that risk and do what needs to be done. That's all I want to come on here and say, is that if there's anything that you want to do in life, take the risk to get to where you want to be. Stop bullshitting and stop half-assing, because if you're going to half-ass it, why do it in the first place? You got to go 110% bare minimum. You got to be going all out with your goals that you want to do in life. So if you say you're putting in 100%, but you know you could be doing something more, but you're scared to take that risk and do it, you're not going 110%. You're not going all out. Take that risk to get to where you want to be. That's all I wanted to say for the people that are complacent or they just stuck, or they feel like they stagnant and they don't know how to get to where they want to be. It's probably because you're not taking risks. That's all you got to do. I'm out. My next video is probably going to be about energy and the fact that everything's energy and how to raise your energy, because energy plays a very important role in life and just being high vibrational and just being love and stuff like that. So I'll drop that video sometime this week too. But yeah, I'm out though. I love y'all. Peace. Oh shit. Hold on. I'm gonna leave that in the video. But I forgot to say, bro. It's the last thing I forgot to say. My fault. Bear with me. Fuck. Here we go. Alright. I forgot to say, do not be scared to fail. Because when you fail, if you start back over, you know what not to do now. So if you're scared to take risks because you're scared of failure, you're still not going to grow. Everyone fails with whatever they trying to do. It's okay. Failure is, to be honest, in my opinion, even if you quote unquote fail, you learn from it. So it's not a failure anyways because you learn. So it's not an L. It was a lesson. So if you want to do something, but you're scared to do it, and you're scared to take risks because you're like, what if I fail? You just probably not built for it. You got to take that risk, and you got to risk failure because even if you fail, you're going to learn. And if you learn, you didn't fail. You didn't take an L because you learned from it. So if you were to start back over and to start back building towards whatever you want to build, the next few risks you take, you know what not to do now. Failure is important in life because it teaches you a lot. You learn a lot through the ups and downs in life to get you where you want to be. It builds your character. So when you're not taking risk, you slowing your character development, like this anime or some shit. You slowing down your growth, just like when you're scared to fail. You slowing down your growth because you're not learning nothing. You just sitting there complacent, and you just sitting in the same spot, just stuck. Like, you gotta grow. You gotta take those risks, even if you're gonna risk failure. You gotta do what needs to be done in order to get to where you wanna be. That's all I wanted to say. Don't be afraid of failure. Everyone has failed before, but when you starting back over, you're not starting from scratch because you know what you can and can't do, because you know the outcomes of what you did already. So it's not like you're starting over from scratch and clueless, because now you have an idea of what you should and shouldn't be doing. You learned. And if you learned, a failure is not that bad. I'm proud of you. You got to keep going. Failure is really just mental. Like, you got to be persistent. You got to always be ready to keep taking them risks and to keep pushing forward with your manifestations and your goals, because if you give up, you're not going to get nowhere. Giving up is not going to get nowhere. You got to keep trying. You got to keep trying, bro. There's no other way to put it. You just got to keep trying. You better not ever back down, to be honest with you. So, that's really it. I'm done now. I'm probably going to cut out when I drop my fucking phone. I don't know, but I'm done with the video now. I really appreciate y'all for even clicking my videos, even though I didn't upload nothing in over a year or almost a year, something like that. I really appreciate y'all either way. Even if I didn't upload a video for like 2-3 days and then you still click this one, I appreciate y'all. If y'all got any video suggestions or anything, let me know and I will speak on them if I'm able to, because YouTube will take certain videos down depending on what I say. So if it's something very, like, if it's something that's deep in a way, I have to make that video and post it somewhere else, because on YouTube that shit might get taken down. But as far as like becoming the best version of yourself and spiritual stuff, I got you. I can make them videos without risking nothing. Like, no videos getting taken down or no shit like that. But I'm out. I love y'all. Peace. Don't be scared to take that risk.